History Class Book Number 40, Eve of the Emperor Penguin by Mary Pope Osborne. Chapter 7, The Emperor. Catching the wand, Jack laid a pit Jack. He pushed his goggles, but he still couldn't see anything. We're there, is any voice. Yeah, said Jack. You okay? Yes, but we're in trouble now, said Jack. We fell down in a dark hole and the wand doesn't work. The Joker just said that. Well, maybe we should try again, said Annie. What's the point? Jack, we'll never get out of here now. Jack and Annie were silent for a moment. Hey, we're moving, Annie said. Moving? Jack, they were moving. The ice under them was gliding silently and smoothly through the darkness. What's happening? Jack. They were not in a hole, said Annie. Look, there's light ahead. In the distance they saw a glimmer of light. As they kept moving, the light grew brighter. It grew brighter and brighter until they slipped out the dark tunnel into a dazzling night. Now Jack could see they were laying on the slab of earth, floating down a narrow river. We're on an ice raft, said Annie. What's happening? Said Jack again. I don't know, said Annie, but I think maybe the one did work. The ice raft floated through light and shadow, past a tall frozen cliff, then glided towards an archway in one of the cliff walls. Where are we going? Asked Jack. The raft floated through an archway to a gigantic cavern. The cavern was like a huge icy cathedral. Its walls shone as if they were covered with silver. Oh, whispered Annie. What is this place? Said Jack. I don't know, but I'm sure the one worked, said Annie. The ice raft kept floating along a thin river inside the cavern, past icy archways and jagged ledge. Jack felt slowly being watched. He thought he heard whispering and breathing. Look, said Annie. She pointed to one of the cave openings. Standing on the ledge also were two penguins. They looked just like the emperor penguins Jack and Annie had seen earlier. Jack and Annie stood up so they could see better. As their raft floated towards the ledge, the penguin in front stepped back into the cave. The other didn't move. Oh, man, said Jack. The penguin wore a glittering crown. The ancient crown, Jack whispered. We found it. And didn't say anything. He just smiled as the ice raft floated straight towards the emperor penguin and hit the ledge with a gentle bump. Hi, Annie said simply. The penguin made deep murmuring sounds, just speaking human speak, but somehow Jack and Annie could understand every word. Welcome to the cave of the ancient crown. Annie bowed. The penguin had such fine teeth. Jack bolted. The emperor stood again. Come. He beckoned with his wing, then turned. Annie stepped off the ice raft onto the ledge and followed the emperor in the cave. Jack plucked one of the answers in his pack. He holstered the pack on his back and tried to balance his weight so he could step from the raft to the ledge. Hurry, said Annie, poking his head out from the cave. I'm coming, said Jack. He looked from the raft onto the ledge, then hurried into the cave. The cave of the ancient crown was sparkling. Icicles hung everywhere. Pillars of ice glimmered with blue light. From behind a row of ice pillars came the sound of music, strange music, unlike Annie and Jack had ever heard before. It sounded like the music of 1,000 icicle wind chimes. How could this be happening, Jack? Don't ask, whispered Annie. It's magic. The murmur went through the ballroom as the penguins began to notice Jack and Annie. Then the strange music kept playing. All the dancers came to a stop. None of the penguins seemed alarmed though. Though all the visitors was confidently facing. The emperor spoke to Jack and Annie. Word reached us earlier that you saved one of our own. We have been hoping to meet you. Puzzled Jack looked at Annie. I first got you, remember? She whispered. All right, said Jack. You forget all about rescuing a small penguin from the patrol. You may stay with us for as long as you wish, said the emperor. "You're all members of our tribe now." "Thank you," said Annie. "We can't stay long. We came to Antarctica to look for a secret of happiness, to save one of our friends," said Jack. "And from nature to tell the Emperor and his tribe the truth. They live in a world as magical as the world of Camelot. His name is Merlin. He's the magician of Camelot, and he's really sad." The penguins began murmuring and whispering to one another. Jack couldn't understand what they were saying. From the back of the crowd, a baby penguin waddled forward, the tiniest one in the tribe. "Oh, look!" breathed Annie. That gleamed from the air. The baby was a fuzzy gray ball with big dark eyes. It was even smaller than the young penguin they had saved from the petrol. The little penguin waddled up to the Emperor. "Peep, peep," she said. The Emperor looked down at her. "Peep, peep." "She says she wished to go with you," said the Emperor. "She wants to help your friend." "But she's so little," said Annie. "What about her mom and dad?" "She is an orphan," said the Emperor. "Her parents were lost in a terrible storm, but she is very brave and full of joy. I know she will bring happiness to your friend Merlin." Annie turned to the baby penguin. "Thank you," she said. She leaned over and patted the penguin's tiny head. "Oh, touch her, Jack. She's so soft." Jack patted the baby on the head too. As he touched her soft little feathers, she tilted her head and stared at him with her big eyes. Jack felt a wave of tenderness for the baby penguin. He couldn't believe she was an orphan. Tears came to his eyes, but he quickly blinked them away and cleared his throat. "Thanks, Penny," he said. Annie giggled. Jack couldn't believe he just named the little penguin Penny. Usually Annie was the one who named the animal. "Peep," said Penny. "She would like you to pick her up," said the Emperor. "Oh, okay," said Jack. He leaned over, holding his arms. Penny snuggled close to his parka. "Peep." Jack laughed and picked Penny up. He held the little penguin tightly. The Emperor turned to the crowd. He said something Jack couldn't understand. The crowd parted to make a path. The Emperor nodded at Jack and Annie. "Let us go now," he said. As Jack, Annie, and Penny left with the Emperor, the penguins flapped their wings against their bodies, applauding. "Goodbye," Annie called to the crowd. Jack smiled and waved. "Peep," said Penny. The ethical chime music grew softer and softer as Jack and Annie followed the Emperor through the cave. The tall penguin led them also onto a ledge. "Thank you for your help today," he said. "Thank you for letting Penny come with us," said Annie. "We promise to take good care of her. We'll take her to Merlin," said Jack. The Emperor touched the orphan's downy head with the tip of his wing. He leaned close to her and softly murmured something in her ear. "Peep," Penny said. The Emperor looked at Jack and Annie. Silently, he bowed to them. They bowed back. Then the Emperor penguin turned and walked back into the cave of the ancient crown. Jack stopped. For a moment, he hated to leave the enchanted world of the penguins. "Oh, she's cold, Jack," said Annie. Jack looked down. Penny was shivering in his arms. "Put her inside your parka," said Annie. Jack unzipped his parka and carefully placed the little penguin against his sweater. He pulled the zipper back on and held Penny close to him. "Perfect," said Annie. "Now just make sure she can breathe, okay?" "Don't worry," said Jack, patting his jacket. "I'll take good care of her." "Do you think we can use the one to get back now?" said Annie. Jack nodded. "I think so," he said. "I can't think of any other way." "Should we try to take us back to the treehouse?" asked Annie. "Or Frog Creek or Camelot?" "No, we have to get back to Mount Erebus first," said Jack. "If Nancy finds out that Pete never picked us up, she'll really have a heart attack." "All right, and then better put on our masks and goggles again." Jack pulled his face mask and pulled on his goggles. "Get the wand out of my pack," he said. Annie reached into Jack's backpack and pulled out the wand of the answers. "I'll get ready," she said. Jack patted his parka, comforting the baby penguin. Here we go, Penny, he said, on a big adventure. Annie held up the wand, then took a deep breath and said, Take us back to Nancy! In less than an instant, Jack and Edward and Penny were on the slow Mount Erebus.